Hey guys, I want to make a quick video here to answer your questions on numbers 6, 9, and 10. So the answer key here, let's start with number 6. So you see number 6 here, it's two trinomials, one trinomial divided by the other. On top, we have n squared plus n minus 30. And the bottom is n squared minus 10n plus 25. So on top, we need to come up with numbers that add to 1 and multiply to negative 30. Those are positive 6 and negative 5. On bottom, that factors to a perfect square. Numbers that multiply to 25 and add to negative 10 are negative 5 and negative 5. So then we recognize our excluded value is 5 for both factors, so n can't be 5. And then you can cancel out an n minus 5, leaving n plus 6 over n minus 5. Now, just so you're also all aware, this answer key is located on your Schoology page inside the Unit 8 folder. At the bottom of the page, the answer key for every homework is located there. So if the answer key helps, make sure you're checking that first. Now 9 and 10 is a little bit more challenging because on 9 and 10, alright, now when we look at 9 and 10, 9 and 10 are a lot more challenging because they require us to use the AC method of factoring. And we haven't done that in a little while. So in case you forgot, the AC method for the top part of the division problem is over here on the right. You multiply 7 times negative 10, giving negative 70. And we need numbers that multiply to negative 70 and add to 69. Those numbers are 70 and negative 1. So we rewrite the expression, 7b squared plus 70b minus 1b minus 10. And we factor by grouping, taking out a 7b from the first half and a negative 1 from the second half, giving us b plus 10 times 7b minus 1. The bottom part of the fraction has 2b squared plus 11b minus 90. Again, we have to do the AC method. 2 times negative 90 is negative 180. And numbers that multiply to negative 180 and add to 11 are 20 and negative 9. So we write it out in our factored form. 2b squared plus 20b minus 9b minus 90. Cut it in half. Factor 2b out of the first half. Negative 9 out of the second half. Leaving us with b plus 10 times 2b minus 9. So I wrote that out in factored form here. b plus 10 times 7b minus 1 over b plus 10 times 2b minus 9. That will cancel out the b plus 10s, leaving 7b minus 1 over 2b minus 9. But the excluded values come before we cancel, so you have to have negative 10 as one of your excluded value. And the other excluded value comes from making this parenthesis equal to 0. To do that, you add 9 to the other side and divide by 2, and you get 9 over 2. So b can't be 9 halves. All right. We have one more problem to look at, number 10. And number 10, again, requires the AC method on top and a GCF on bottom. So with the work here, you can see we did 3 times 10 is 30, and then we needed numbers that multiply to 30 and add to negative 17. Those are negative 2 and negative 15. When we break our middle term down into negative 2r and negative 15r, we look at the first pair, all you can take out is an r. Out of the second pair, you can take out a negative 5, making the parentheses match at 3r minus 2. So it factors to 3r minus 2 times r minus 5. All right, on the bottom, you look at both terms. You can take out 2r squared. So we factor out 2r squared, and you're left with r minus 5. The excluded values then, the first factor, 2r squared, would have been 0 if r was 0, so r can't be 0. The second parenthesis would be 0 if r was 5, so r can't be 5. And our final answer when we cancel our common factor is 3r minus 2 over 2r squared. All right, hopefully this helps.